I'm so glad to be here, and I want you to hear from my perspective. If you go look on some of my social media, I call myself a perspective bringer, a bringer of perspective. And I take a very long view at things. And so when you're done listening to me, I'm hoping you understand exactly what's happening right now. And I am Reverend John Crestwell. I am the minister at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Annapolis, just up the road here on Bestgate. I've been there 16 years, and a lot of what I'm going to say they've been hearing for so long. And I'm going to keep saying it until I don't have to say it anymore. But good afternoon, people of diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI. Good evening to those, or good afternoon to those who believe in pluralism and not totalitarianism. Good afternoon to all who still believe that democracy, dignity, and justice is the promise of America.
Yes.
I want you to know that your voice matters. There's not a bunch of us here, but your voice matters. Your rights matter. And I want to say loud and clear, hands off Social Security. Hands off Medicare. Hands off our voting rights. Hands off our dignity. Hands off our democracy. What you are witnessing, of course, I love this idea of it being an addiction that we have to get off of. But what we're witnessing is immaturity, recklessness, selfishness,
Greed.
mean-spiritedness, and just plain dumb. And this rhetoric, there's a sign over here, same story, different century. This rhetoric has been going on for a long time. This rhetoric laced in racial bias and cultural insensitivity. And it tries to divide us. It's not the better angels of our nature. It is the devil on our shoulder. You remember those cartoons? It's the devil on our shoulder. We're devilish. And it's just evil. Let's name it. It's evil. But somewhere I read that evil spelled backward is live. And you just got to keep living and loving the hell out of them. And remind them again and again that we are more alike than unalike. Say that with me. We are more alike than unalike. We are more alike than unalike. That's what we are. We are the hands and feet of justice. We are benders of that moral arc. And we will not stop rallying, marching, speaking truth to power until this dream we have for America is not a utopian fantasy, but a real dream. We are more alike than unalike, interconnected and interrelated, 99.9% of the same substance. We're one race, the human race. And so when you see suffering and violence and lack of due process, we all must say no. No, this is not right in my mind. It's not right in my body. It's not right in my spirit. This is not God's will. This is not life's will. This is not community will. This will not lead us to beloved community. I love the poet William Blake. There's a hymn I love, and the words are, can I see another's woe and not be in sorrow too? Can I see another's grief and not seek for kind relief? Can I see a falling tear and not feel my sorrow share? No, no, never can it be. Never, never will it be. We can't. And so when the least of us is attacked, we're all attacked, which takes us to that great poet or preacher who wrote the words reflecting on World War II, Martin Niemöller, who at first supported the Nazis and then came to understand the evil there And he wrote, first they came for the communists. You know this one.
Yeah.
And I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I wasn't a socialist. And then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I wasn't a trade unionist. And then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I wasn't a Jew. And then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. Now, we won't let that be our story, will we?
No.
That's not our story.
No.
Who will we speak for? Who will we speak for, the 99.5% or for the 0.5%? Because that's what we're talking about. It's not even 1% we're up against. 0.5%, these multinational corporations, these forces treating people like commodities, like transactions. They are today's slave masters. I want you to hear me.
Yes.
And you know, I'm looking for some insight because humans aren't helping me, so I go to artificial intelligence, AI. Like, what the hell is going on? And if you go to AI and ask it, and it'll tell you straight up, well, what they're doing is short-sighted, foolish, and destructive. And I went to Elon Musk's AI, Grok. I went to ChatGPT and tried the same thing, and all of the AI say the same thing. And I just want to ask our leaders, just talk to the machines, man. Just talk to the machines. What you're doing is plain stupid. I know that's kind of mean and a little harsh. Forgive me.
No.
Maybe we need to be a little harsher. Huh?
Yes. Yes.
Now I want to get truthful with you. We are in the midst of a massive demographic change. What's underneath all of this? This large generation is nearing the end of its cycle on this planet. The baby boomers, a lot of you are that generation. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just giving you the reality.
We're going.
And we're still fighting over this idea that all are created equal. What is all? Is it some souls or is it all souls? Is it for the rich and some of the middle class, but not for the poor? Is it for the white folks, or is it also for the brown and black folks? What does this all mean? And this has been an argument from the very beginning of this nation that we're still having. And it's coming to a head. Does all mean only straight folks, or does it include LGBTQ plus folks? This is a struggle. And one race, white race, is only 10% of the global population. 10% of the world population, and have all access to most all of the resources. That is an imbalance that the universe, that Gaia will balance. And this is the beginning of that balance. Now, we're moving from colonial power to shared power. And there's fear that comes with this transition. It's always about fear. The lengths that some will go to avoid sitting together or eating together. As Dr. King said, we must learn to live together as brothers and sisters or perish together as fools. And so it's fear driving people to suppress voters, fear when people move in their neighborhoods, fear causing people to act out against their own best interests, fear making people vote 2 times, maybe even 3 times for a man who will take their job and take their health care and take their retirement and take and take and take. And we love him. And why? What have you done for me lately? Why? Some would rather leap off of a cliff than to accept change. Now, some would rather follow a tyrant than share the table with a person of color. I'm being real with you. But there's something bigger than race. It's called humanity. It's called love. It's called community. And so we all, even the blue folks, got to wake up. Because we are getting divided by these wedge issues and our personal prejudices. We got to be woke. not asleep. Somebody say, well, I don't like that woke. What would you prefer, just to be asleep? These wedge issues are just smoke screens to keep us divided from the real work of building a just and beloved community where all souls are created equal. And then I want to say to you, follow the money.
Yeah.
That's the real game. While we argue over race and class, they rob us blind.
Amen.
They've been doing this since the boom of the Industrial Revolution. And now they're doing it with algorithms and hedge funds. And they say, let them fight over the crumbs while we feast. Let them argue while we educate our children in the best schools and access the best health care and eat the best food and live behind gated communities and play masters of the universe. We've been bamboozled. There is already great abundance in America. We spent $15 billion on political campaigns to just get people into office. And we're making cuts. $15 billion, we spent $871 billion, almost $1 trillion on defense. And you're telling me we don't have enough money to fix every problem that ails us? That's a lie. The will is not there. The will is not there. The heart is not there. So, when they come with the scissors, talking about cutting Social Security and, cutting public jobs, hands off, I say, you've got your priorities screwed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've worked hard for that money, that Social Security.
Yes.
What kind of personal people would do this? People, they're with us, people who are very hurt, very broken, very confused, who should not be leading us.
Yes.
Amen.
We must rapidly, Dr. King said, begin to shift from a thing-oriented society to a people-oriented society. You see, capitalism and democracy are paradoxical forces. Capitalism to capitalize, to take, make America great through a transactional relationship. But then there's democracy that says community, beloved community. Let's do things together. And they've always been paradoxical forces. What are you committed to? Beloved community, yes. Are you?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you committed to not stay silent?
Yes.
Are you committed to be of good courage?
Yes.
Because faith is greater than fear. Embracing is better than erasing. Hope is stronger than despair. And Trump says a golden age is coming. He's right. The age of Aquarius, you 60, his hippies, y'all was singing about it. We are still dawning to the age of Aquarius. It's coming. And Trump said it. He's right, but it ain't going to be going back. It's not going to be the 1930s or the 1950s. It's not going to be monocultural. It's going to be multicultural.
Yes.
And it's going to be something new. I asked Grok and ChatGPT, and they laid it out. It's beautiful. They said it's going to be led by Generation Z and Generation Alpha, a movement for real freedom of mind, body, and spirit. And so today we are here preparing the way. Preparing the way. What we do right now matters.
Yeah.
What we do right now matters. And some of us won't live to see it. Like the brother said, we're investing in our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. Your work is not in vain. We are bending the moral arc. And so I got to step away, but people get ready.
Yes.
For a change is coming.
Yes.
You don't need no baggage. You just get on board.